Hello, hello. Soul Bottle salutes you, as does Bad Guy on Wall. Or is he the hero? I don't know. Anyway, I am out and I want to talk to you about difficult memory palaces. Memory palaces that are hard to use because I have been trying something with a memory palace that is just such a bad memory place. Such a bad memory place. And how can you deal with this? How can you take this wonderful, glorious, untapped real estate and, just get over whatever's gone on there and still use it for memorizing what you want to learn and be able to recall with ease and, use the memory palace several times over in order to massage that information into long-term memory. So I don't want to get into the big story of why this particular memory palace is so horrendous, but let's just say that once upon a time I was in the mental hospital for 3 months, and they let me out, and the place that they let me out to wasn't that great, and some bad things happened there. So I thought, I didn't do this intentionally. That's the whole point, right? Is when you're using memory techniques is to not think too much about it and just go. So this is the one that came to mind. I needed one for words in Mandarin Chinese, and couldn't. It just came, and I thought, oh no way, this is not going to be my memory palace for this collection of words. But then I thought, yeah, okay, well, what about this? I mean, I get emails a lot of the time from people that ask, I was abused in this particular memory, or this home that could be a memory palace, and what do I do about that? Can I use it? Should I use it? And the answer is typically, well, I don't know, you can try. Always try. Experiment. See what happens. You'll be sometimes really amazed by the results. And in this case, in this particular experiment that I'm doing now, this memory palace is super resistant, and it doesn't want to work. So I was thinking this morning, reviewing some words, and I was like, why are they so damn hard, these words, to recall? And I just thought, I'm going to press through. But if speed were an issue, if this were a exam that I was studying for, or if they were phrases that were going to be used in a particularly important conversation, like when I proposed to April not too long ago and asked her father for his permission in marriage, I needed those words. I needed them to be right, and I wasn't going to mess around with some, psychotherapeutic experiment with with a terrible experience from the past and the building that it happened in. So I wouldn't mess around with that sort of stuff. But if the consequences are not high, if the stakes are just normal or on the lowdown, why not just use a memory palace that is uncomfortable and just see what you can do with it and lower the pain, lower the threshold of misery, and maybe even free your past, your memory of the past from something painful, something that hurts. I went down that way yesterday. I just think it's an extraordinary practice, and I'm really glad that I'm doing it. One of the images is Faye Dunaway with a tin cup with Jinx from remember, I think she was called Jinx. She wore red. She was from G.I. Joe, and she was like I don't know, did she have judo or something like this? But anyway, and she's in a fight with this guy I know named Sai. And so, also in the tin cup is Walter Ong's book on language. And so Faye Dunaway with the tin cup, Faye Chong, which because it's a tin cup needs to be the first and second tone. So Faye Chong, and then so then Jinx from G.I. Joe is on the Great Wall of China, which is also the Hoover Dam, and Hoover Dam is the how it tells me that it's the first and the third tone, so it should be Jin Sai, so Fei Cheng Jin Sai, which means absolutely wonderful, or very, very fantastic, something of this nature is in there. And so by doing this is just something I memorized this morning, so I'm a little bit slow, but decoding it, and that's how it works. You go over it. You're on a walk, and you just go over whatever it was. Fei chang, jin sai. Yeah, so I got to work on the tones, of course. And I'm going to meet my Chinese teacher tomorrow and figure out if I can actually pronounce it properly. But that's the thing. Got it in memory, can work on the pronunciation, can work on doing it in a sentence. And, correct me if you want to in the comments and let me know. As I remember, it means how wonderful or very excellent or absolutely fantastic, something along those lines. And because Fei Chang means very, I guess, and so you can add it with other things, like Fei Chang, what was that? Bi Yao, which would be absolutely necessary, and Fei Chang, Chong Yao, which would be very important. Again, it's really interesting because I can use the imagery to help me recall what the tones are. Right? Bi Yao, which would be 44, the 4 and 4th tone. But then to actually get yourself to pronounce them while you're going through your memory palace, decoding. This is all stuff that you don't want to be doing later when you're in actual conversation. Later, you want to have rehearsed it very, very well. So one of the big tricks is to get on YouTube, make videos, and rehearse out loud, and that gets it into practice, and then you don't need the memory palaces, you don't need the imagery anymore. And then, of course, also having regular speaking sessions with teachers. And speaking of which, just a quick shout out to skillsilo.com, which is where I'm now booking teachers with at the moment. Kind of a cool service, a little bit on the lowdown, and I recommend letting this guy go here. Anyway, just some thoughts, and I'll let you know how it goes with this memory palace. There is a podcast, and you can read the transcript on magneticmemorymethod.com that is about these difficult memory palaces. In fact, the hospital that I actually was out of. Where I went into this even worse place, and then I wound up back up in the hospital. So, if you're interested in checking that out, check it out at magneticmemorymethod.com. The link will be down in the description below, and if Dr. Memory remembers to do it, it'll appear on the screen too, so you can just tap or click or whatever device you're on with a mouse or your finger, and that'll be there. So, anyway, my challenge for you is to find a memory palace that you think would be too difficult, too challenging, too negative, and work with it. See if you can get some results out of it. See if you can go and get on YouTube, make a video, and just work it through. Go to that spot, no matter how difficult it is, and be a warrior of the mind, as Tony Buzan once called me, which is a great memory indeed. And I'm still looking for the opportunity to use that school where I studied with him to use as a memory palace. I haven't done that yet. Looking forward to that a great deal, because at the end of the day, we want all our palaces to be positive and fun. So, talk to you soon. This is Anthony from magneticmemorymethod.com, and until we speak again, keep magnetic and have some soul.